Let me see what I had here for her intro. Right, I guess really only two things. One, pregnant. Two, Canadian. Nicole.
Thanks, Neil. Let's get right to it. So what's Microsoft's most valuable asset? A lot of people would say employees, but that's totally false. It's actually employees being productive. And what's the biggest productivity time suck at Microsoft? Inefficient meetings. I'm sure you've had one or two in the last day, and in fact, you might be in one right now. What's the cause of these inefficient meetings? It's scheduling meetings in 30-minute blocks by default. And who can we blame for this? This guy. But instead of focusing on who to blame, let's actually focus on the very serious solution. 22-minute meetings by default. And you're thinking, can it really be done? Yes, it can. In 2 minutes, Abraham Lincoln gave his Gettysburg Address. In 8 minutes, you can get abs like these, obviously something I'm not focused on. In 15 minutes, you could save 15% on your car insurance. And in 22 minutes, you can watch your favorite 30-minute television show with the help of a DVR. But you might be thinking, there's no DVR for meetings, it's impossible. But it really is as easy as Microsoft makes washing your hands. Imagine if you had this poster inside every single conference room at Microsoft. First step, of course, is to schedule it. Also note, this is not kindergarten. People don't need specs or decks read to them. Send it beforehand, focus on discussion and Q&A. If you get a meeting invite that doesn't have an agenda, decline, edit response, sorry, no agenda, send. In order to end on time, you must start on time. Get people to stand up, it'll help them focus. Oops, what's that? Make sure you shut down all laptops. If you have something that's more important or more urgent to do, don't go to the meeting. Make sure you silence all cell phones too, except for Jeff Steinbach, my husband, and anyone else who has pregnant partners out there. In order to combat rat holing, make sure you write down the rat holer's fabulous idea and then follow up with them offline. And in order to get people comfortable with this meeting format, make sure you send notes and action items right after the meeting. So this is your calendar. This is your calendar on 22-minute meetings. You have time to walk to the next meeting. You have time to think. You have time to go to the bathroom. And you have time to wash your hands the Microsoft way. And there's more in it for you. So according to the Exchange team, we each have 10.5 hours of scheduled meetings a week. If you take the 30-minute blocks and reduce them all to 22-minute blocks, this time savings really adds up. 3 work weeks in a whole year. Second vacation, anyone? If you want to get a copy of the poster, a meeting template, or you want to share other helpful tips for meetings, check out Toolbox 22-Minute Meeting. Thank you.
That was highly entertaining, and I have a sudden urge to go and wash my hands.